Hey, Movie Trade! I wanted to do a video analysis update on some stocks you guys are talking about. Nvidia, Snowflake, First Solar, Pfizer, Moderna, and a few others. We'll look at some trending tickers. Nvidia, First Solar, Coinbase, MicroStrategy, Raytheon, AMD, Enphase Energy, Shopify, PayPal, Payoneer Global, Moderna, Pfizer, and Snowflake. So let's get right into it. What have I said about some of these tickers before? Well, someone said I'm the best trader online. Bang! Why I'm positioned for First Solar and Coinbase to begin parabolic moves for both of these stocks. Not the first time. First time was here for First Solar and right here. But recently, read it and weep. No one-trick ponies. I said this was a large wave one and a wave two. This is another wave one and another wave two. I said this was a wave three of wave three that I was expecting. It occurred. Thus, this would be a shallow wave four. So I was looking for a new all-time high. You can see that three right there. Wave five of wave three up there, 250, 260, and bang. Real gurus say true. You ain't never told no lie. No, I ain't never told no lie. So is First Solar going to consolidate here into wave three? Form a shallow wave four and thrust into a wave five higher? That to me would be the preferred count. I'm not going to short First Solar. As far as wave counts go and targets go, the length of wave three placed at the wave four low, I said would be my preferred wave five target. And I said if this got going, it wouldn't feel like a wave five. And I also said way down here, I also said on this RSI, ooh, real small, it can become a nest if the monthly RSI passes 74.49. So that's the other thing. Yes, if the monthly RSI, now it's real big, passes 74.49, this can evolve into an Elliott wave nest. So the wave 5 target, if it's the length of wave 3, placed at the wave 4 low, can take First Solar all the way up to that big round number of 300. If it does so and breaks 74.49, then it can evolve into a wave 3 of wave 3. The minimum target is still 300. In either way, I believe eventually after a period of consolidation, a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher is expected. So I think First Solar is in the middle of things. It has exploded past the original target, and it reached my second big target on First Solar. It reached 250 to 260. I think it's in the middle of a wave 5 to 300, and I think the next big opportunity for that stock in particular, I think it's leading the solar stocks right now, is going to be when this black wave 4 occurs before a wave 5 higher. So that's First Solar. Another ticker you guys are talking about is Nvidia. It reported earnings. Okay, well, I talked about Nvidia recently too. Oh, I also noticed a lot of Fin Twitters were talking about Coinbase recently. Shout out to the professor. Shout out to who else? Sunrise was talking about Coinbase, and I'm sure a few other people were talking about Coinbase. Look at this. The other one I was expecting to go parabolic. Wave 1 and wave 2. Wave 1, wave 2. I predicted this. I bought Coinbase. I bought CONY. Huge wave 3 occurs. I cashed out a 240% gain on Coinbase. Shallow wave 4 correction. And I said I'm looking for a wave 5 to occur. I believe also it's going to be the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low. Voila. We know how that one worked out. Nvidia, Bitcoin, and MicroStrategy. Wow. You know, I've already talked about in this video, I talked about how, you know, this isn't my first rodeo with Nvidia. All eyes on tech. May 23rd, 2021, predicting the entire tech melt up flawlessly across the large caps. But look at this. At the end of 2022, I said, get all these losers out of the market. December 9th, 2022, get all these losers out of the market. I don't give a flying F. Where are these gurus going to be when Nvidia holds 108 and blows past a new all-time high? The same place they were when it tripled from 115? Whatever, baby. I'm sure all these quants know what they're doing. So if you know the answer to that question, where all these gurus are, why don't you drop a like? Why don't you leave a comment? Let me know where all those gurus are. We had a lot of professional quants back then. And so, but I wasn't done. I'm not a one-trick pony. Yes, I bought tons of Nvidia. After its inception. It's already paid for itself. So I do just get to sit on that for a little bit. But I wasn't done, right? I wasn't done. And so what I say about Nvidia, I said it was going to end a wave 4, hold above 683.15, and begin a wave 5 higher to a new all-time high. And, you can probably guess what I'm going to say next. Let me hear it one more time. Bang! New all-time high for wave 5. Based on the LA wave principle, this was a wave 1 and a wave 2. The monthly RSI made the highest high. There was an ABC shallow wave 4 correction, so I was looking for a wave 5 at minimum to occur to be the length of wave 1, placed at the wave 4 low, taking Nvidia up to 1100. Bang! We're at a new all-time high. Wow. But I ain't done. No, I ain't done. Shout out to the 8 people who like this video. Shout out to the 300 people who viewed it. Shout out to the 12 people who like this video. Shout out to the 314 people who viewed it. Shout out to the people who know, or at least they say, I'm the best trader online. Yeah, I kind of am. Anyway, what I say about MicroStrategy, I could have a holiday with some of these. And this is just so many different sectors. I live to piss off the people who still believe in the random walk. I live to do that. And I live to take these discords out of business. Baby, who is selling a discord that's even coming close to me? Bitcoin. Bang! I don't need to sell a discord because I'm making so much money in dividends from selling so much premium based on the technical analysis in this video, then taking all that premium I collect, putting it into hard assets that if they don't hold their value for a really long time because they're high quality bonds, they at least are going to be highly correlated to inflation I'm exposed to, such as real estate and commodities. So bang, what I say about MicroStrategy. At this point, if someone's playing a drink, people used to say they were counter trading me. I haven't heard that one in a bit. Don't counter trade me for pride. This is probably, your 5th or 6th brokerage account. It might be your 5th or 6th brokerage account this year. Raytheon. Come on now. This isn't just tech. I'm like a doorknob, baby. I'm a slut. Everybody gets a turn. Give me the whole market, baby. Yum, 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 I want it all. Wave 1, ABC Wave 2, I said they're buying straddles and strangles on Raytheon, and then bang. Raytheon, I believe, within the middle of a wave 3 or wave C towards the 130s. But I ain't going to sell you a Discord. I told you what I thought about MicroStrategy and how it's within a wave 5 and how I think that is also going to be the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low, taking MicroStrategy all the way up to 2,880. I told you why I'm still holding CONY, why I'm even nibbling on it a little bit more, because I think Coinbase can have formed a large wave 1 and a wave 2. And as I predicted perfectly, this was a large wave 3 subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves and a shallow wave 4 at the 38.2% retracement. So I'm looking for a wave 5 to be either the length of wave 1, which is this, or the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low. Well, the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low says Coinbase wouldn't make a new all-time high. Is it possible that this is a large ABC correction from this IPO? This is wave 1 and wave 2. This, which I perfectly called, is a large wave 3 subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, and is this wave 4 that ended right at that 38.2% retracement, and can wave 5 be in progress? That's why I'm holding CONY. I think there's going to be a big debate, and I'm going to collect lots of option premiums from MSTY, from YBTC, from CONY, and even dividends from BITO itself. So AMD, as far as Nvidia goes, I do believe Nvidia is still within a wave 5 to 1100. That's the minimum target. If Nvidia goes past that, it's honestly been a really, really nice run for Nvidia. I'm going to keep holding NVDY. I will say, if Nvidia goes past 1100, the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low gives a target of about 1348. I think it's getting a little greedy for Nvidia, but I'm going to keep holding NVDY because I'm in the driver's seat on a pretty big position that I took right around here, and it's already paid for itself. Because I believe even when wave 5 ends, it's just going to end a big wave 3 within the cycle from this low, as I perfectly predicted. Wave 1, wave 2. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves impulse would end the wave 3. I'd be looking for a wave 4 consolidation period and a wave 5 higher. So I'd be collecting dividends on NVDY through all of that chop, a position that's already paid for itself. What I think I'm more interested in is advanced micro devices. Looks like it's poised to play follow the leader. I also believe it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves impulse. Looking at this RSI, I always like to point it out. Wave 1, wave 2, highest reading within wave 3, shallow wave 4, wave 5 ends with momentum divergence, and this wave 2 ended with an ABC correction, I believe between the 61.8 and 78.6% retracement of this wave 1 and wave 2. I predicted that. I also said this was a wave 1 and a wave 2 that formed from this low. That ended up being a perfect call for this big wave 3. So I think this is wave 1 and wave 2. This is a large wave 3. So I'm buying AMDY, and I'm expecting, this is also probably important with market correlation analysis in general, that advanced micro devices is going to make a new high within wave 5. This is wave 1 and wave 2. This is wave 3, making the highest high on the weekly RSI, a shallow wave 4. So I'm expecting a wave 5 higher. A wave 5 should be at least the length of wave 1, placed at the wave 4 low. And so that is where we see at minimum a new high is going to be made. So that's the minimum target, is that 227.30 goes. If wave 5 is the length of wave 3, should that happen, advanced micro devices can hold above 138.46, and it can go all the way up into the upper 200s, not just the mid and lower 200s when it breaks a new all-time high. So that's AMD. That's why I'm going to keep adding into AMDY. Let's look at Enphase Energy for a little bit. Can it follow First Solar? I think in the all-time chart, I own Enphase Energy. My average cost basis is 160. I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up, a wave 1 and wave A, and this is an ABC correction between the 61.8 and 78.6% fib. I'm going to focus on this short-term count though, because Enphase did something pretty interesting. It appears that it formed a wave 1 and wave 2, and then could this reversal right here, could this reversal be an A, B, C correction that ended a wave 2 before this low was put in, before this low was broken, and so Enphase can be within a wave 3 of a wave 3. I'll make all the colors and the degrees proper. This is wave 1 and wave 2. I believe this is another wave 1 and another wave 2. So when Enphase goes, if it goes and breaks 139.65, and preferably on the daily RSI, it breaks above 77.58, in my opinion, that's going to give Elliott wave evidence it's within 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3 of wave 3. The minimum wave 3 target on the daily is found by taking these extensions, the length of wave 1, placed at the wave 2 low. That gives a level of about the low 150s for wave 3 before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. I believe, should those 5 waves occur, and I'm not going to try to game that wave 4 correction, that would end 1, 2, a large wave 3 that's subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. So that's why I'm going to add this black 3 to show how that 5 waves impulse, I believe and expect, will be the wave 3 subdivision. The invalidation right now, the most meaningful one, is going to be this wave 2 low of 98.40. And even from this low, there's a small chance, it's a little too precise. Elliott wave theory, I think this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal from this low. So that's why I think 98.40 is a good invalidation, because I think from this low, there's even a chance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves for a small wave 1 and wave 2 developed. And so that's why we're going to see Enphase energy follow First Solar. That's why I'm holding Enphase energy and expecting it to do that. Shopify, I covered recently how this could be a large wave 1 subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. And this was an ABC correction that ended wave 2 at the 78.6% retracement. I also talked about how from this low, I believe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, wave 1. This is ABC wave 2. And from this low, this is another wave 1 and an ABC wave 2 correction. So we're getting a little far from that invalidation. 52, actually I had 52.67 is the invalidation, because it's the it's the 161.8% extension of the length of wave A placed at the wave B high. So I'm looking for wave 1 and wave 2 to end for Shopify. And so then wave 1, wave 2, and then another wave 1 and wave 2 is what I'm expecting above 52.67. I believe that would be wave 3. I would expect a shallow wave 4 before a wave 5 higher. And that's how this wave 3 would be subdivided. Wave 1, wave 2, above 52.67. I believe this is another wave 1 and ABC wave 2 correction. So I'm looking for waves 3, 4, and 5 to complete this black wave 3. So that is Shopify. It's going to closely relate. It's going to closely relate to PayPal. I've noticed that institutions have been buying strangles on PayPal. I see it on the long strangle screen. Just a little quick with PayPal. I think this is a wave 1, and I'm buying PY, PY, and SQY. I'm going to focus on PayPal in this video. Those run out of the money synthetic covered call strategies and pay very large dividends doing so on PayPal in this instance for PY. So I'm looking for this, like Shopify, to be a very similar count. This is a wave 1 and an ABC wave 2 that formed from this low. And then from this low, I think this is a wave 1. I'll show which one I think is a wave 1. That was the wave 2. And I believe this is a wave 1. And I think the subdivision is pretty. That this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves from this low. I believe this is an ABC correction. And that wave 2 is ending. Taking the Fibonacci extensions, PayPal is right at the 100% extension. We can see the 161.8% extension of 59-ish would still be pretty tight. This low right here is the long-term invalidation of 56.16 for a daily chart. I don't think that's too bad. A little more precise though. says that PayPal is just kind of in the hot zone. I'm looking for it to hold above 55.77. We'll get these retracements and see if the 78.6% fib will be helpful. 70.66. And this low is 55.77. Yeah, so not much help from the 78.6% retracement. I think 58.96, that's real tight. But this is the invalidation. 55.77. So that's why I'm scaling into PY. I'm considering also blending PayPal itself with that combination. But Shopify is supporting evidence. Pioneer Global, real quick, I've talked about this is an ABC correction. I believe this is a wave one. This is also a payments kind of play with PayPal and Shopify. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves from this low, an ABC correction. So I was looking for this to be a wave one and a wave two. It held above the invalidation. I believe a wave three is in progress from this low. But in the bigger count, I'm looking for this large wave three to end at the median of this Andrews pitchfork. And that lines up with the 100 to 127% extension of about 8.77 to 10. So those numbers would probably be reached before the median of this Andrews pitchfork was reached. But I think in the long term for PayPal and Shopify, this is an interesting gauge for me to keep in my back pocket as to what could happen to some of these payment stocks. Moderna, I've blended Moderna with MRNY. It's paid out spectacularly. It looks like it's going to be another CONY and NVDY where I got in, and pretty soon these shares of MRNY are going to be paying for themselves. Moderna's gotten off to a pretty hot start, and honestly, so has Novavax. I believe that this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, wave one, and an ABC wave two correction. The length of wave A, place of the wave B high, was where wave C ended at the 78.6% retracement. So I was looking for a wave three to begin. For the time fibs, the monthly time fibs connecting the beginning of wave one with the high of wave one was around where wave two ended. Wave three, potentially, if it really gets going, could be this wave three time fib as well. August of 2025, real far away. But could Moderna be at the 500s by then? And what would be the fundamental explanation if that happened? I don't think it would be alone. Pfizer looks like it wants to follow. I believe this is a large wave one, very clean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave subdivision. An ABC correction wave two. I think from this low, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves wave up. An ABC correction between the 100 to 161.8% extension. 22.15 is getting wide. That pick the low is 25.20, but I think Moderna and Pfizer are going to rally within wave three together. So I'm looking for more biotechs potentially to follow. I talked about BNTX today, and the institutions were very interested in BioNTech options today. It was on the unusual options volume screen just 2 hours into the day to the tune of about 400%. Those were all for June, but this could be from this low on the weekly 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, an A, B, C correction like Moderna, where the length of wave A, place of the wave B high, is where wave C ends. I'm looking for 85.21 to hold, and BioNTech to play follow the leader. Snowflake, I slaughtered this. I'm going to try to slaughter it again. An incredible perfect call, incredible uncanny call. As soon as I said it, Snowflake gapped and went immediately to the target. I believe this is a large ABC correction. I said this was a wave one and a wave two, and this was a wave one and a wave two. And yes, that this was a wave one and a wave two. And I know that all sounds like wave one and wave two, but I was using that as reason to look for a large wave three to begin. This minimum target was hit. I believe that ended up being wave one of wave three. Now, within the cycle from this low, Snowflake has gone all the way down and gotten close, but didn't break 141.53. So that's going to be the invalidation. And I'm looking for Snowflake to go begin wave 3 of wave 3. This is wave 1. In wave 2, I'm looking for 138.40 to hold and Snowflake to turn around into wave 3 up past 237 at least.